Yeah, so I mean, since we really haven't, because of the breaking up and whatnot, I was hoping that we would get like a scene, Carly, where you could actually like do something important and stuff, because you yeah, it's been dying constantly. So
Yeah.
what is something that's important to Mercy that you wanna do?
My weapon testing out is probably gonna include a musical number since my weapon is a ukulele.
Right, of course, yeah. I mean, obviously. I mean, it would have done that anyway, even if your weapon wasn't a ukulele.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I think what we get probably is like this like maybe like first like big like combat training like tournament thing, right, of the semester. And obviously you and Gabby are a pair, right? And Christina, you and some other person of your choice, it could be Clarence, are a pair. Do you want Clarence to be
Yeah.
a pair? Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Awesome. Yeah, cool.
Who's Clarence?
Oh, we finally learned the name of the guy that Gabby's been after. So his name is Clarence.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so we get this like, Professor Rhodes announces the tournament. He's just like, and now of course the tradition that we have every year to test their mettle against one another and be able to like prove themselves to especially for the seniors to be able to prove themselves to future employers. We come together every year for the tournament to show our true worth, so on and so forth. And so we get the scene where you guys are like in the training in like the tunnel out right before the gladiatorial arena. And so it's Mercy and Gabby, and they're sitting / standing wherever you want to be in this like tunnel right before like you go out to a football stadium kind of a thing. What are you guys like saying to each other?
Oh, is it me and Mercy?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so well, I guess this is it. Finally here, finally ready to start all of this. We've come a long way.
Indeed.
You're trying to
something I
keep
have to
yourself
tell
like
you.
super like as secret and proper as possible, but you're like bursting with excitement. Yeah.
There's something I gotta tell you. Remember that guy that I was, being weird about?
Yes, most definitely yes.
I definitely remember.
Well, I actually kind of saw him last night. I kind of stayed out, past curfew to see him, because I just needed to know his name. And I got caught by one of the teachers, and I'll probably be punished, and things didn't go so well. But
And Mercy's just fuming because she's like, you destroyed your curfew.
yeah, I don't know what you really want from me. But well, I just want to say that no matter what happens, I hope that we're always, together. Right? It's just me and you against the world. Always.
Indeed.
You're really excited about this, aren't you?
Yes.
I'll shut up now.
Oh man, that's so good. Yeah. So, we cut over to Christina and Clarence. And Clarence is he's just like lounging on this little bench, right? Like he's just sitting back like this on the bench. not really caring the world. What is Christina doing?
Remind me again what the activity we're about to perform is.
You're gonna fight each other in a tournament style thing.
Yes. Vital Festival style.
Of course.
I like it.
Yes.
Except not with other schools. It's just you guys.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so more like that scene at the beginning with Pyrrha and Nikos against the what's their faces.
Yep.
I don't remember his name. Annoying
Mercury?
dude in his
annoying
dude in his posse.
What did you say, Carly?
Mercury?
No. Oh, crap.
Now the petty
Oh no,
one.
it was Corbin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that guy.
Corden. Yeah.
Or, yeah, that's what it was.
Feel like I should do a thing.
Yeah, it's kind of what role-playing games are about, doing things.
They were about sitting around in chairs, staring into computer screens and laughing at each other.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's not what all RPGs are about. Okay.
I did a thing, guys.
I don't know why that was so funny, but it was. Connor gets slapped with the carp. With 2 carp.
Yep. Not just 1, but 2.
But they can all.
And I don't think I even have the command copied anymore, so I can't send it to you to customize to your whim. I think honestly,
Yeah, I think so too.
It's right. It's just been a night for long, awkward pauses.
I apologize.
No, it's totally
I'm
fine.
not sure which direction to take this.
Mhm. I mean,
Take it in the direction of me falling in love with him and him falling in love with me. Me.
I don't know this niche person, so
Me. Me. The Knights of Me. Me.
bring us a shrubbery.
Please tell me that was Carly who said me.
What? No.
that was me.
Aww. Okay, well, I mean, yes, I'm glad that you also know that reference, but
You should have expected that.
yep, I expected that one.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Now
Wow.
we're just making money fighting.
I don't actually know
references.
that one. I just know it from context.
Yeah, same.
Connor is thoroughly lost or disappointed in all of us, or a combination of both.
Pretty sure a combination of both, and now that everybody's like, wow. Okay, anyway, what's going on? Not entirely sure where we what we're
Yeah,
doing
does
right now.
any-
so
does
I figured
anything-
that
Yeah, does anything happen?
nothing just happened.
Yeah. Does anything happen in the tunnel with Clarence? That sounded really weird. I apologize.
It did.
Does anything happen? Eyebrow raise. Nope. I guess what I'm asking you is, do you start singing?
I don't know that I have a specific move that I want to do here.
Good.
Less. Oh, this could go horribly wrong.
Good. Do it.
But I happen to know Connor's luck with the dice
That's
on
very
this
fair.
machine, so I'm going to hedge my bets against that. I think she's actually going to start singing.
Mm-hmm. We'll
Are
roll
we-
down
are we-
Dan.
Are we going to face off against?
Yes.
Okay, they are our opponents. Okay.
Yep.
I think that she's going to start singing, and her attempt is to overhype Gabriella. To be like, oh, she's super good at this, so when Gabriella
Right.
inevitably rolls badly,
Hey now.
Wow.
then
I see.
he'll be disappointed and he'll think, oh, she's such
Yeah.
a faker.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll. Start singing.
Because I'm the fake.
Oh, for sure.
Gotcha.
All right. Yeah. So,
Too intelligent
what's
for
the name of the
this.
song?
He's not gonna fall for it.
How do you know? You've only met him once in the library. And he was reading books about battles and joking with some other dude, so that doesn't honestly give him a whole lot of credit. One way or the other.
Gives a whole lot of nothing. It also gives me a whole lot of nothing.
And if you multiply nothing by nothing, or if you divide nothing by nothing, you get an angry computer.
Yeah, it's very true.
So, what's the name of the song?
I'm thinking, Caleb.
It sounded like you were talking. I don't know about you, but
I do that too. It's late. I've only
I know,
had like 3 cups of coffee this morning, so
You need help, Josh.
I do.
Relatable.
Hashtag relatable.
7 to 9. Name the song. Group takes a vote.
Make it something about me and him.
Something about elite skills. With a Z.
Did you
No.
say elite skills?
No, elite skills.
I don't know what that means.
You would understand it the instant I typed it. It's a complex intent for the song. I don't know how to distill it into a title. Best student in school?
Best student in school. Perfect.
There
Alright,
we go. That was
so-
worth the wait.
So, what is the?
I apologize.
No, it's totally fine. What?
Oh, it's
I'm
worth it, I
slow.
What do we agree that the type is?
I mean, it's obviously a solo
It is solo, yeah.
soliloquy type song.
Yeah,
Not
that's-
soliloquy, just a solo.
Everybody go with that? Because you got a 7 and 9, so we all
Yep.
have to agree.
It's
Okay.
a solo for him?
Yep. No.
No, I think I might want me to sing too.
I mean, yeah, like if you vote for that, like them. I mean, all the rest of us are voting for solo, so I guess. it
Then I'm
still
not
doesn't
voted.
happen. Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
Super majority.
So I'm gonna vote for chorus then, just for the heck.
Okay.
Because my vote doesn't matter.
Uh-huh. Josh, what is your tag?
Because if
But
mine
it's
says
the
my vote-
principle of the thing, Connor.
I was ooh.
Whoa, getting political.
Hey, I said nothing about politics. I said everything about principle.
Very true.
Oh yeah, I guess those are two very, very, very different things.
Now he said something political.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. What's your tag?
What is egotistical but hyperbolic?
Mhm.
Hyperbolic. And
Yeah,
not
yeah.
the curvy thing that goes in the corners of
Yeah.
the grid.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
cool.
that's a comic section, and that's different.
Connor, what's your tag? You gonna add?
I think Josh took mine. Failure.
Okay. And
Ah.
Carly, what's your tag?
I really want to say rap.
Yeah, do it.
Do it.
Is it rap?
Yes.
Okay. All right, cool. So how does this rap start? We go. The only two songs that you have sung has been a hardcore song and a rap song. I love this.
You know you gotta rap it too, right?
I mean, you've
It's
already.
the one genre of music that I will turn off if it comes on.
Oh, come on.
Blood
Why
trickling
does
down
everyone
the sides
hate
of my head.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, I have opinions and they are strong.
I used to
The
think.
opinions are strong with this one.
I used to think thought. Crap.
He used to think thoughts, but now he just thinks in songs.
Yep. Let's leave it at that. The end. All right. So yeah, how does this go?
Not going to go the way you think.
Are you sure on that? That doesn't help. Something about abilities are impeccable, defense is unbreakable.
Yeah.
Love unstoppable.
Intellect unfazable.
Mm-hmm.
She's the best student in the school.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. And I don't even care for the XP at this point. I'm not even gonna try.
That's okay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So you're trying to persuade him. You're trying to convince him of her amazingness.
Mm-hmm.
All right, do it. Roll that emotion.
Persuade is. I keep looking straight through it. Plus emotion.
Emotion, yeah.
Oh, that was close.
Close. So you have to give him some concrete assurance first. Right? So you have to like provide proof of her excellence before he'll believe you. Oh, so what you can do, right? We can have this be the song carry out into the stadium, right? And you can have her soundly take you, like seemingly take you down at first, right? Like
Yeah,
yeah.
that works.
Sure. Yeah, so we this rap song just like with like a sick beat just like is playing over the loudspeakers as you guys like walk in slow motion into the stadium, right? And so like this is a solo, right? So it's just her singing. It's just Christina singing. So she's just singing like she's the best student in school. I tell you, she's the best student in school. And then, right, like
And you can watch the camera cuts are getting a little faster. The pressure's building. You can kind of hear the crowd a little louder.
Yeah, and then Rhodes says, and here we are, two pairs that are looking ready to rumble. Let's get going. And then it goes like 3, 2, 1, ding. And fight! And then like you're in this like sand pit, right? So you just guys like start. Go ahead and describe your characters like gearing up to fight and like what do they do at the beginning of the fight?
This is Ruby-esque.
Oh, yeah.
Full weapons, full contact.
Yep.
Full everybody should die, but they're not sort of deal.
Yeah.
Christina is going to draw a lot of attention. Detaching the head of the hammer as the flail, waving it around her, and stir up sand around her, and just big, impressive. I'm going to smash everything. Sort of, just like, you know, all that formality I've been doing. Yeah, I just want to break things now.
Gabriella, how do you like present yourself at the beginning of the battle?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just stand tall and proud, smiling.
And like, what do you do like at the very beginning of the battle? Like it says go, like fight, and then what do you do?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Stand tall and proud, you'll take a hammer across the face, whether or not I intended to.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna say defensive. I go defensive.
What did you say your weapon was again? Just one sword. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Yes, you get into a defensive stance and like hold your sword out.
Yep. I get into wind stance.
Right.
I would think it would be stone stance, because wind stance
Stone
is
stance. Yep. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
not
stone,
defensive.
Yeah, stone stance would be the one.
Sweeping strikes and stuff.
And then Clarence like pulls out his two swords, all cool, like spins them around, right? Is ready to go, and then he just rushes toward Mercy. Mercy, what do you do?
I grab my ukulele from off my back and I start shooting arrows at him.
Yeah,
with
she's
the
like
string.
throwing it. Yeah, he's just like blocking them. And that's the thing, right? Like, because this is a solo, none of the rest of you can roll. So this is just like arbitrary. The fight is right.
Yeah.
So you guys are just like fighting each other, but nothing is important about this fight. All that's important is what Christina's doing. Though I guess the rest of you can roll to read person, scene or the script at any point. So, yeah, Christina, what do you do? So
I'm going to make the risky play of attacking Gabriella in a flashy yet vulnerable manner, so that I look like I'm going to completely destroy her, and then I end up getting knocked out instead,
sure.
or at least knocked back.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm not hoping to get knocked out.
Yeah.
It's not the point. The
Yeah.
point
So
is
go ahead
to
and roll choreography. Roll to
go
break a leg.
ahead and do break a leg. Yes, yes, I do that. Aye.
There you go. So, yeah, I think you don't get like knocked out, right? But I think you take harder of a hit than you would like to, right? And so, Gabby, describe for us what it looks like when you see the weak point, right? You see that she's being super flashy, and you have like a chance to strike, and then what do?
Strike.
Yeah, right. Like, you just, what does that look like?
I mean, she just dances into like the strike, and so she's kind of like she stays low, jump,
And you just like slash her.
no stab.
Oh, stab. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you get stabbed then, Christina.
I would think there would be like magical armor type
I mean, yeah. We've
thing.
been
Like
abstracting.
it would be a blast knockback rather
Yeah.
than an actual puncture stab.
Yeah.
I'm going for puncture stab, but okay.
And I
To
think
be fair, they wouldn't allow you to use a weapon that could actually proc puncture stab
yeah, you'd like kill people.
into an arena like this.
Mhm.
That's not the point.
Yeah. So you get blasted
Am I
back, and I
rolling?
think no, you aren't.
No,
'cause
it's just his
that was
roll,
her
right?
role, yeah.
Mhm.
And you can't because it's her solo. And so right, like I think part of this too is that you got the bad crystal, remember? And so it blasts her back like super hard, like sonic wave style, and you just like go crashing across the tournament grounds and hit the side of the arena like with a big hard thud. And yeah, you're really
Ouch.
dazed. But yeah, like Clarence.
Ow! I broke a nail.
Yeah, you like super disheveled and just like torn apart, and you just like, oh no! You look and one of your nails is chipped.
Dude, breaking nails is traumatizing.
Oh no, I know. I grew up with 3 sisters. I know this. Best moment in my 11 years in martial arts, though, was when girl in class, we're doing drills, and all of a sudden she just goes, "Ow! I broke a nail!" in the most hilarious tone.
Like dramatic way.
That was Mary Cummings.
I heard about that. Yep, I know what you're talking about.
We're just all standing there, and then all of a sudden she's hurting
She's
with
like-
the broken nail. It was just
Dude, we're all in martial arts. Like, what?
What a time.
Be more hardcore.
Or-
Come on.
Patrick's. Oh snap! I can't feel my wrist.
Oh no.
Did you hear about that?
No.
So he goes to do a throw on Peter, drops him straight on his arm, and then Peter rolls off and he's like, "Oh snap! I can't feel my wrist." He's
Oh yeah,
broken
I
the
remember
bone
that.
in his arm.
Oh no.
Oh man,
Patrick.
what a time, guys! What a time.
But yeah, so right, you get slammed against the wall of the arena, and yeah, like what's his name? Clarence looks over and he's just like, "Wow, you're really strong." Looks over at Gabby.
Right.
Says
It
this
says
to you.
that to me.
Yeah, as he's like, and he's like half-heartedly blocking bolts from Mercy.
Right.
Yeah, and so you guys just keep fighting. I mean, but it's your rodeo, Christina. So
Oh, is it at this point? I think I've made my point. I think it's
oh, so the song ends.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm blasted back, and there's a stillness settles. Attention's on Gabby. What does she do?
Yeah.
I think.
Sure. Yeah.
Unless that's outside the scope of my
No.
playbook, in which case I
No.
abdicate in favor of the narrator.
No.
But-
no, that makes sense. Yeah. So Gabby, what do you do? The song fades out, and now everybody
I
knows
start
how like
singing my
awesome
own
you are.
Song.
Okay. Roll to start singing.
Obviously gonna go emotion because I'm singing from the heart. Ooh, okay. So name the song. Moment to shine.
This is my moment.
Yes,
in
and
the
the
sun.
sun. Almost did that, but then didn't.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing it up, Gib.
Yep, no problem. Moment to shine. Okay. What do we all agree that the type of the song should be? I think it should be chorus, so that everybody just kind of like
Yeah.
Yeah,
can have a chance at the end here to sing stuff.
I agree. I vote chorus.
Okay.
That's
Oh, yeah.
fair.
All right, Connor, first tag.
Josh, you're supposed to vote for something completely random. What?
Duo
There you go.
between Gabby and what's his face.
Kevin
Yay.
Clarence.
Gabby Clarence duo.
Duel, not duo. Duet.
Wait.
Okay, so Gabby, what's the first tag?
I keep forgetting that's me. Oh my god.
I keep forgetting
Gabby
it's
is
you
my
too.
name. Okay. What did you my tag?
Yeah.
Victorious.
Okay. Since this is a chorus, that could mean victorious for anyone.
Yep.
All right. Josh, what's your tag?
Inevitable.
Inevitable. That's a good one. And Carly?
I guess I'll go with the genre again and just go with rock.
Yeah, buddy. So is this like classic rock? Or like contemporary rock? Hard rock?
Hard rock.
Nice. Hard rock. All right, awesome. This is my moment to shine. Right, and then yeah, you guys are fighting, right? Like this is the epic fighting musical bit. You guys are going super hardcore and stuff. So, who has roles they want to make? Who has things they want to accomplish in the course of this battle?
I don't know. Nothing for me.
You don't want to win. You don't want to like.
No, I already showed my true colors.
That's
It's really good.
Christina, did you want?
Win or
To,
lose, I'm gonna have fun.
yeah, Christina, did you want to
Actually-
like pummel her now and like show her up suddenly? Like what was the exactly like the purpose of the best student in school song? Like because
The whole point was so that I would hype her up, and then
Right.
he would go to fight her, and he would just like one hit KO. and be like-
yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay,
Oh,
okay,
gee,
so
if this is cream of the crop this year, I don't know how to have any interest at all in any of the freshmen.
yeah. Okay, so I think
Like
what we're gonna
I'm
do-
hitting for the fence here.
Yeah, so I think what we're gonna do right is Clarence goes after you, Gabby. He has both his swords out, and he ignores He ignores Mercy's bolts and like dodges away and then like tries to go after you. And so Christina, it's you and Mercy fighting each other now.
How rude.
Do you say that?
Oh,
As you just...
hi, Mercy.
That's scary.
Right? She's like twirling her flail. She's got this little ukulele.
Yeah. It flicks the hammer, the head goes flying off and into the sand.
Yeah. Totally like Witch King style, right? Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so but what I want you to do, Gabby, is I want you to roll Brick a Leg to not get completely KO'd by Clarence right away. Because yeah, he's going at you with like 100%. Because he's like, wow, I gotta go 100% or else I'm gonna die. Like I'm gonna get knocked out. So Brick a Leg.
For me?
Yep.
Clarence is coming at me?
Uh-huh.
That's not true.
And Meek.
Meek? He would never do that.
Well, he did. So.
I don't think this is happening.
Well, you deny reality, and so you get pumped.
I want to break your leg.
What?
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
Yes. I reject your reality and substitute my own.
Technically, there's a skill for that. Or a move for that.
I have -1 in.
Yes. I guess that is true, yes.
Yep. So... I mean, we're gonna be friends, so friends pummel each other.
I mean, yeah, break a leg.
Break a leg.
There you go, boom.
10.
So you hold your own, right? It turns out that you weren't hyping her up.
Oh no,
Christina, she actually is that good.
The one time that you make a roll in opposition to me and you actually succeed.
Yep.
Yeah, so show us how this look. You totally hold your own.
Oh man, we can gamble against you.
Yep. Gabby.
What?
How do you hold your own?
Oh, I mean, he comes at me, and I just do the same thing as I'm waiting in the defensive stance,
Right.
and then I just wait for that one little hit to the side, and then bring him to the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he goes banging across the arena, hits the wall again, same sort of thing. He gets up, shakes off like the dust, and he's just like, "Wow."
She is hot. No,
no, that's not what she's. Yeah, he just says, "Wow, this is her moment to shine," and then like goes back in, right?
This is our moment to shine.
You guys are like fighting back and forth, Ruby style, as you pan around.
Yes.
And so, yeah, Mercy, how are you holding your own against Christina?
I was about to say I'm gonna kind of smirk at Christina and bring out some of the jerk that's in her that's also in me.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna say, you know my name, but you should also know that my name does not represent me in battle unless I want it to. And so I'm going to strum my ukulele as hard as I possibly can, and the ground's gonna vibrate and knock her down, and then I'm gonna start shooting at her.
Awesome. All right, roll to break a leg,
great.
Christina.
Okay.
Christina's rolling this, so
Oh, right, yeah.
well, I guess it could be either way. No, yeah, it would be you, Mercy. Yeah, let's have you roll.
Okay.
Because I would assume what's his name is kicked into chorus at this point, or did we?
No, it's chorus. Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember who triggered it, but whatever.
Right. Okay. So 7. So
Oof.
so you can
Be
do
in
that.
opposed combat. Or
Well, that's the thing. You can. I mean, technically, you can roll to drown her out. And
yes.
get even lower to yeah. Right. Yeah. For sure. So what are you singing during this part, Mercy? I mean, you're probably singing.
Well,
this is my
I would be
moment
singing,
to shine.
yeah.
Yeah.
and saying like my name doesn't represent me in battle
Right,
unless I want it to.
Yeah. My name doesn't represent me in battle unless I want it to.
You've probably heard my name.
You probably heard my name before, but
You probably heard my name before, but you ain't You ain't know nothing about me yet, cause I'ma kill ya. Something like that, except wordsmith into it.
Yeah.
Something good.
Yep.
Now my question is, will this work? It did.
Nice. Yeah, so that means you can add a -1 to her, which is enough to put it to a failure. Yeah, so you fail. You fail, Mercy.
Dang it.
Shockwave comes out like she expects it to, but Christina just flicks the hammer up into the air and then retracts the chain, yanking her up because, Ruby-style physics don't work quite right.
Right. So you
The
go
hammer
up in the
suddenly
air, dodge
gains
away.
massive momentum.
Mhm.
Up, couple of Nora-style front flips. And comes down with the hammer.
Yeah, right, and that's the consequence for the failure, right? Like you get blasted back instead, and I think
Straight down, right in front of her, blasts
we can
blasting
say
a
that
cone
was
in front.
because you didn't get the right crystal, right? Like,
well, that's the thing,
Yeah.
right? I think what happens is the
Unstable.
shockwave that comes from your hammer, Christina, reacts with her crystal weirdly, and you hear suddenly everyone just hears this like really high pitched, just whining sound, and yeah, and everybody just like goes to the ground like.
Oh, like one of those. Oh goodness, the bomb just exploded. My eardrums pop. Sort of
that
sounds.
sort of thing. Yeah. And so you all just like fall to your knees and like, oh my goodness, what's happening? Yeah, and so yeah, that hurt. So, yeah, I think. I mean, basically, right? Like Clarence is just continuing to fight you, Gabriella. Is there anything? Do you want to like try to declare your love again or something in this moment?
no.
Okay. Is there any move that you want to do? Like, what is your hope for the outcome of this fight between you and him?
I want to impress him. I want to impress Christina, and I want to impress the crowd.
All right, that sounds like a persuade.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. That sounds
Persuade?
like yeah. Let's roll to persuade. Boom.
9.
Okay, so you have to give them concrete leverage first. So you have to roll to break a leg against Clarence. You have to do something impressive here.
I did that.
That's true. Yeah, no, I guess that counts in this case.
I gave them concrete assurance.
You gave them concrete assurance. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure.
So I impressed the crowd.
Yeah, so the crowd's just going wild. They're like, Gabby, right? And like you're just like, being awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Does anyone else have any like things they want to do? Goals they want to achieve during the Moment to Shine song? Does anyone want to like drive it home to try to get a victory?
I'm gonna like yell at Gabby after I've like kind of been knocked down by Christina and say like I need a little help here, and then hopefully Gabby's gonna go after Christina if she hasn't already.
Here we go.
Oh, you know what this move is? Good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So
and
what
roll.
am I doing then?
Well,
Or is she
so
rolling?
yeah, Mercy, go ahead and roll plus emotion, and we'll see how well that goes.
Okay.
Because when you and a character you have a bond with, band together to accomplish a goal. Oh no, that's a failure.
Dang it.
All right, on a
Oh
miss.
no!
Technically, you can roll to sing harmony with her, Connor, if you want to.
Oh yeah. But I only give her a +1, right?
Yeah, it's whatever your cast is. Yeah.
I only get a +1 to her roll, right?
No,
it's a
not
6.
if you succeed. If you get to 10 plus, then you get +2. Oh, but I guess either way, she'll get a partial success. But
Right. Okay, I'm gonna roll emotion, but it's my cast with her is +2, so.
Sure. Yeah, there you go. So she now has an 8 then. So that means you hold 1. So on that move there, Carly, at any point during like this, you banding together to accomplish this goal, you can make one of those things happen on the list there, one time, and then the hold will go away. So basically, you have one of those moves that you can do at any point during this battle. So you can. Let's see. So Gabby, you're coming over, right, to like finish off Christina? Is that what you're?
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead.
That's what's going on.
Yeah, break a leg.
Gonna break your leg.
But I'm gonna trigger one person show.
Oh, are you?
Oh yeah.
All right. So you would like you rear
We
up.
need to let. Did Connor do this break a leg?
He
I
did. Yeah.
Okay.
He succeeded.
So
So,
then-
yeah, you can interrupt the move. Yeah, with one person.
Yep.
Yeah. So
This
you're
is-
dodging in and out. You're fighting each other. And then Christina wants to take the spotlight. Oh, wow, that's a really good roll. Yeah. So what does that mean?
Don't put-
I negate the.
Oh yeah, you choose two there. So you negate
Yep,
that
yep.
move.
I
right?
negate Gabby's move
Mhm.
entirely. And I take undeniable control of the situation and make everyone else hesitate.
Awesome. So what does
Oh,
that look
boy.
like?
I think I jump up into the air and I trigger the power in my hammer, which is big arcs of electricity.
Right.
And, like flashbangs stun everybody.
Yeah, they were just like. Whoa. And then yeah, you have the floor. You can make a move then and do something else. What do you do?
I'm going to KO Gabby.
Okay. Yeah, break a leg. All right. So, so I'm gonna offer you a choice here. So you can, knock her out of the game, the tournament, but you will also knock yourself out.
Oh,
So
wow.
it will be a double KO. You guys are taking each other out together, or you can choose that neither of you get taken out.
I think I'll do the former.
Okay.
Of
So
both?
you're both gonna be knocked out.
Yeah, trigger the
Alright.
knockback and fling both of us out of the ring.
Yeah, for sure. You just accidentally fling you.
So that leaves me to battle the guy I don't know that both of these people are fighting over.
Yep. Just
Great.
Yeah, so they go flinging out of the tournament arena, and yeah, Mercy, you're just there with your little ukulele, and then
Oh no, hang on.
Mhm.
So I fling myself with my hammer flail again and just dive tackle Gabby straight out of the ring.
Mhm.
Just be like, all right, I'm taking myself down, but I don't care. I'm taking you down with me.
yeah. Yeah, so that's really interesting, right? Because that's like almost opposite of what the diva's like thing is, right? It's like they want themselves to be like the center of attention, and so the end of this fight is going to be centered on someone that's not you. So, yeah, cool. Yeah, so Mercy, you stand there like, and you're like again, you're like small, you're cute, you're adorable, you're standing there with your ukulele, and then Clarence turns to you and like takes out both the swords. He's like, "Sorry, Mercy, nothing personal."
No,
Alright.
teleports behind you. Nothing personal, kid.
Can he teleport?
No, he can't teleport. No.
Okay.
He rushes at you.
Okay. So, let's see. What am I
You
gonna
should
do?
make it personal.
Yes.
Your scar isn't that cool.
I'm gonna beat you up.
I feel like I'm like as he's rushing at me, I am just straightforward going to like dive like under his legs and come up behind him and just take my ukulele and bash him on the head with it.
All right, awesome. Break a leg.
Okay.
So, choreography.
That's a good name for it. It's a good call out for it.
I know, right? I love it.
Hey.
All right, that's not too bad. So yeah, you can do that, but you will totally, completely destroy your ukulele.
Yeah, I figured that.
Yep. So yeah, what happens, right? You dive underneath, and you come back up, and you slam it on his head, and the ukulele just explodes, and you go flying, and you hit the side of the arena. You don't go out, but you like slump to the ground. You're like, what is happening? And you, as the dust clears, yeah, Clarence is just like in a crater of like dirt, and he's just like completely knocked out. And I think that's probably the moment where you sing the last.
I won the battle.
Yeah, you sing the last refrain of
weapon, but
right. You sing the last refrain of the song. You sing, "That was my moment to shine."
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, so the song ends there. So what's like the epilogue scene here, right? What's the wrap up the character arc scene that we have? Because there's still the question, obviously, whether or not the two lovebirds are gonna get together.
Right.
So I think like probably like
I
one.
feel like my character just kind of like realized that she was being weird and doesn't want to do that anymore. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So I think Clarence comes up to you after the fight is what happens.
Okay.
He comes up to you and he says, "Wow, that was really something there, Gabby. I've never seen anyone fight like that before."
Cool. I mean, oh golly, thanks.
Oh golly, golly, mister.
So, look, I know I was kind of weird before. But...
No, it's totally fine. I think I was probably being a little weird too. You were just being honest with me, and I appreciate that.
Awesome.
Yeah, he kind of like nods and then starts to walk away. Do you want to say anything?
Clarence,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's up?
see you around.
Yeah. See you around. And he walks off. Awesome.
And is Mercy there then too? Because if Mercy's there, I want to be like Mercy's like half unconscious still, and I'm like,
oh yeah.
So, what do you think? Me and him
together, a thing.
I don't know what to say to that.
Yeah, your ears are still ringing.
You might not say anything to that.
No, I could just be like, "What? What are you saying?"
Yeah, I don't think it'll work out. I agree. Well, it was fun while it lasted. I think it's time to move on to more important things now.
Like what?
Oh, so you can hear me. No. Saving the world. You know. What we're
That
here
is
to do.
why we came to this school.
She says expositionally.
Well, let's do it. Actually, probably like a fist bump.
La 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 la.
Awesome. So, Christina, what's the last scene we get with you?
You know, I don't know.
Okay. If we're gonna let you know for all the times that I totally screwed it up.
Right, like what is interesting to you to wrap up for the character? Are you gonna like make up with Gabby? Are you going to still go after Clarence? You do your own thing?
Divas never die. Sorry.
They're not a good res target, though. They're really not a good res target.
How dare you?
You made an Overwatch joke.
Yep. I saw that.
I didn't mean to. Guys, I'm sorry.
I mean, we have a Mercy and a Diva in this
I
game.
know,
All we
right?
need now is a Junkrat, and it was last season of Overwatch League.
That's literally basically
Nobody
the
gets
only
that
thing.
joke.
Yeah, I know, it's fine. Like the whole entire time when Carly said her name was Mercy, I was like, that's all I was thinking of, and I don't even play Overwatch. It's like Mercy.
I've never played it.
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah,
You
so
like
what's the-
Overwatch, Josh? Really?
I
Nah.
don't know that. Yeah, what's the last thing we get with Christina?
You know, I think that her arc is sort of dangling at the moment, and I don't know what to do to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, she lost, right? Like, she
Yep.
did do what she accomplished.
Well, so
No, she melts into a puddle because that's totally the right way to resolve a villain's character
yeah,
arc.
absolutely.
right.
So I think Gabby and Christina, you find yourselves in line, like next to each other in the calf, and it's a little awkward, and you haven't said anything yet, but yeah, you guys are standing next to each other. Does either you want to say something?
Me and Christina.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, good fight out there.
Oh, all you too. I don't know.
No, I get it. I'm not sure if you want to have the
GG,
goody two shoes ending or
GG, brah.
but really though. Hmm.
So the teacher, the teacher from the library comes up behind you, Christina, and she says, I would still like to talk with you, Christina, about your reading habits. Meet me in my office after lunch.
reading habits. Hey, were you not supposed
Good,
to be the
good
host?
match.
Good match.
So I still got some work to do here, I say. And smile.
Is that the last thing we get with Christina?
Yeah.
I like that. I'm assuming the last thing we get with Mercy is she's making a new weapon.
Yeah.
Right? How about you break a leg to see how that goes? This would be for like the
Okay.
crystal and the weapon.
What kind of weapon are you making? Why do you have to break a leg?
Oh no!
Oh, that's
Failed again.
bad. That's like worse than before.
Yeah.
Well, that's
so. I'm trying to think of what a failure here looks like.
Maybe I'm just trying to reassemble my splinters of my ukulele and it's not working.
It's just
well.
not working. Yeah, we just get this sad ending of you're just like, no, my poor ukulele crossbow. Why the humanity? Sure, yeah. And I think like we probably just fade there. And then we start hearing the studio version of "Moment to Shine" playing as the credits roll. Cool.
Yes.
There you go.
The
That's
radio edit.
yeah, the radio edit. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
without all the swearing. Yeah,
Oh.
Right.
the clean version. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. So that's show tunes. I think it's kind of been a tradition after Gamebound sessions, so we kind of just talk real quick about like the game and like what you guys thought. So I mean, as the person who wrote this game and as my playtesters, what do you guys think of the game? Do you have like thoughts?
I hated it. Dumb.
Thanks.
Well, this is my first impression of playing an RPG, but it was fun. It was
Yay.
really fun.
Cool. I'm really glad that we were able to figure out your
Yeah.
technical issues and
Mm-hmm.
So what did
was
finally fix it?
She's on her phone.
I'm using my phone,
Yeah.
not my
Okay.
computer.
Why is
That
Apparently,
would do
my
it.
phone has better connection.
We should
Yeah.
do that for Christian artists too.
Yeah, yeah. I can just ditch my microphone.
Yeah, 'cause
I mean,
your-
you sound
your mic-
fine.
Yeah, you sound fine on there.
Okay, good.
It doesn't
Yeah,
sound any different. I mean, it does sound a lot
Cool.
different. You don't sound like a robot.
cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, what do you guys think about like were there any parts of the game that felt like weird to you?
Flirting with an NPC felt kind of weird.
I mean, that's not a part of the game. It's just
Yeah,
Games
that's just
in
RPG
general,
in
yeah.
general.
Mhm.
No, honestly,
Yeah.
I don't have any issues with it. The issue that I had when we play tested, you fixed. So that's all I had to say.
my one thought I think that I've been having for the last few play tests is I really like the tags for the songs, but it seems like they've never really been used mechanically at all. Because technically, right, like
That's
you
true.
get a +1 forward if you make a roll in relation to those tags. But
I think we keep forgetting is
right,
part of it.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't think it's a problem with the game. It's just a problem with how we play RPGs always, all the time.
It's just a sort of, let's do the thing. Oh wait, there's rules about that.
Yep.
Whatever, we did the thing anyway.
Yep.
I definitely really love having this like track list at the end of a game and looking at it and being like, oh yeah, these are all the
Yeah.
songs and the names.
Yeah,
and
we
the
can
tags.
see the program there.
It's so cool, right? Yeah. It's literally
one thing
the
is,
program, for a musical.
One thing is I don't know how to increase cast besides like the things that already like all the moves that are like for class specific, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good question. Do you have any moves that can increase cast with someone?
I don't believe so, and I think it
Yeah.
should be a basic move unless you have, you know, it available for every single one for every single class, a different way that they increase cast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I might consider just putting increasing cast as part of like success sometimes on a break a leg or something. But
Hey.
Well, that could be my intention for something, I guess.
right, exactly.
I guess
Just
you could
give
do
you the
that.
mechanical ability to increase the cast.
Yeah. This none of you leveled up, so that's a thing.
Right. That's the one thing with the Powered by Apocalypse games that I felt like it's kind of a bit odd. That it's okay for the one-shot
Mhm.
format.
Yeah.
Is because like even when we were playing Apocalypse World proper, there wasn't leveling up. Not really. I mean, I think maybe I got one extra move or one
Mhm.
extra hit point or something like that. But
I
like
mean, yeah, but like maybe like doing that once per session is probably the way that Powered by the Apocalypse games are supposed to kind of like shake out.
yeah, are they intended to be like a one shot? Or is the Powered by the Apocalypse supposed to be able to
it's supposed
campaign
to
a
be
little
campaign.
bit?
Yeah, no, for sure. It's definitely
Oh, okay.
campaign focused.
Okay. Because
Um,
it really feels a lightweight enough that
Mhm.
it could just be a one-shot
No,
system.
yeah, for sure, yeah, that's true. And like I think for this game in particular, I'm angling towards shorter games rather than longer games, and in terms of like campaigns, like either one shots or like short campaigns. Obviously, you could play out like a long campaign.
Musicals aren't long. Like I think that's the
Right.
point.
Right. This was like the length of a movie, more or less, right? In terms of like how many
Right.
songs there were. This is the length of like a normal like 3-act musical, basically, right? And I think that's that's how it's meant to be. Yeah. I'm trying to think of if there's any other thoughts that I had. One of the things that I thought was really interesting about this game, and I'm not sure if it's a problem yet or just how the game is going to work, but in normal Powered by the Apocalypse games, you just say what you're doing. You just narrate what you're doing, and then you trigger moves.
Right.
Where I feel like this game is definitely, what move do you want to do, and then how do you trigger it, right? Especially because of the way that
musicals
the
work.
songs work, right?
Mhm.
You can't just describe yourself doing things
Right.
unless you're thinking specifically about like what I'm trying to accomplish in the song. Especially because it's structured so that you can only roll when you're in a song. It's all very intentional, which I'm fine with. Like that's just a way. I think I'm okay with that being the way the game is played. But it's definitely interesting because it's definitely not the way normal Apocalypse World style games are meant to be played.
Right.
It's supposed to be the other way around, where you're just like, I'm narrating what I'm doing, and then the GM's like, oh hey, you just did this move, roll. Instead it was like, I was asking everybody, what move do you want to do? Because otherwise we would have just been like, we just keep singing, I guess. That's what we do.
Mhm.
How did you guys like playing your playbooks?
I mean, I felt like my character eventually strayed away from romance, so it felt a little weird.
Yeah.
But I liked it. But then I felt like I didn't really have any moves for it. But it was like, you know what? What do you do?
Right, and that's the thing. I feel like one of the things I was actually thinking about when, like, specifically for your character, because it seemed like you were, going away from the romantic aspect, is should I have an option, like, for leveling up where you can, like, switch playbooks? Should I make that maybe a thing that can be done in the game?
Switch playbooks?
Yeah, to, like, switch playbooks.
I think so. I think it should be voted upon, and it has to be dramatic shift in character.
Yeah, how'd you like playing the diva, Josh?
It was fun. Really obstructive. I felt like I could have maybe done more obstruction with the abilities that I
really wanted
had.
to be a jerk, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never really tried to make Mercy betray.
I didn't
Yeah.
because I didn't really
You
have.
didn't get in
there
my
were-
way a whole lot.
There weren't a lot of opportunities either because with the technical, there was like one moment where I
Yeah.
wanted to go off and talk to Mercy while Gabby was still getting in trouble in the library, but you were having
Yeah.
connection issues at the time, so I wasn't able to do that.
Mhm.
I think I would have played that more,
Mm-hmm.
but
What about you, Carlos?
It was fun. It was good.
Yeah, I mean, what was your how was your first experience playing a role playing game?
It was really good, besides all the technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Every time you said what your character did, I was like, oh, yeah, that's good.
No, yeah, I mean, like, I think especially
You're good at
once we got like full
It's
connectivity,
good then.
it was like, yes, Carly was made to play role playing games. Like, yes, she
Yep.
fits right in because it was like with the whole arena thing, right? It was very much like you knew exactly what your character was doing, and like the Mercy line was so good.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember how you like phrased it. Well,
You know my name, but I don't always do what my name says or something. You said it.
My
very
name
well.
doesn't represent me in battle unless I want it to.
yeah, there you go. My name doesn't represent me in battle unless I wanted to. So good, so good. Yeah, and I really like the way this turned out. I think partially because we were all really on board with the setting, which was fun. Because Ruby's great. And we just got to play Ruby the musical, which is awesome.
Yes.
That was a good idea.
And it's so interesting thinking about the two games I've played of this so far because they're so vastly different.
Yep.
Right? Like the game we played on Tuesday was everyone was on a college campus and Connor was playing Chase's character from the future who came back in time to fix his childhood, to fix his youth, basically.
Okay, except that was a lie. That was so there was a mechanical roll that I made, but I failed it, and so I get to ask the GM a question, but it's a lie. And so he told me the lie that I'm back to fix my youth, fix the mistakes of my youth.
So basically, that's what he
and
thought.
I was like, yep.
He was doing, but he actually had
That's
a
what I
deeper
think
motivation.
I'm here to do, but I have a deeper motivation.
But right, it was like this whole thing because it was like this time travel college thing, and this is like a battle school, and so yeah, I feel like school settings are good for musicals.
I think maybe just where our minds went.
Or just that, But
Some of the playbooks are kind of High School Musical. Not that there's anything
Yeah.
wrong with
Yeah.
that, right? I like that they're pulled out, and it's not entirely High School. I'm thinking,
Well,
and I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure you could pull out the cast of Hamilton out of these
oh, absolutely.
playbooks.
Mm-hmm. And
For
like,
sure, do the
any
Phantom of the
Shakespeare
Opera.
play.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Well, cool. Well, thanks for playing my game. I have been definitely looking forward to like actually kind of starting to play this and play testing it out and seeing how it actually functions. I think the moments that I've loved the best so far are when, like, Josh, you for example, when you're reading the moves from some of the playbooks and you're like, oh wow, this is really cool. I'm like, yes, thank you. All that thinking, that deep thinking paid off about these moves that were so difficult to write. But it's so much fun to like go through musical tropes and just like make games out of them. It was a lot of fun. Well, cool. Any other thoughts?
Is this gonna be available somewhere for viewers to try?
I mean, if we had any viewers, sure.
Oh, what audience? Aha!
I'm definitely gonna I want to play test it a bunch more and then figure out some more advanced rules for the other bits and bobs of it. David and I, when we were working on the playbooks, one of the things that we thought was that we should make plot playbooks where we have like kind of like scenarios that like change the rules and like add different bits and bobs to like, so you'd have the classic like high school, right, plot playbook and
Right.
Other stuff like that.
To add different elements.
Different elements and add another layer of other fiddly bobs, bits and bobs. And stuff.
What? Fiddly bobs.
I don't know. I'm using gibberish words now. And I know that I need to like add some more stuff with like the XP and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm glad that it's like a workable game now as like a thing. So that's cool. All right, awesome. Any other last thoughts or comments?
Something YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe.
Thanks, Josh. And on that note, we're out.